You've all been there before. You've watered, you've waited, and you've watched that sugar baby grow all summer long. The anticipation is killing you, right? You finally bring it inside, grab the biggest knife you own, and slice it open, expecting that deep ruby red sugary crunch. But instead, it's pale, it's white, and when you taste it, it tastes like wet cucumber. Welcome back to the channel. If you're growing and seeing this issue, you aren't alone. Your first instinct is probably to blame the seeds. Did I get a bad batch? Is this citron melon my mistake? I'm here to tell you, just put the seed packet down. It is rarely the seeds. It is the science. Today, we are cracking the code on why your melons are bland and fixing it with 3 adjustments. Let's start with the most common offender, the sun. We often think sunlight just helps plant grow size, but for watermelons, sunlight is actually the chef. It is the engine of photosynthesis, which is literally the process of turning light energy into sugar. If your sugar baby is white inside, it didn't just fail to ripen, it failed to produce sugar banks. We are seeing a lot of gardeners intensive planting, cramming too much into small raised beds. If your melon leaves shading the fruit entirely, or if you plant it near a fence that blocks the afternoon sun, you have shut down the sugar factory. Here's the fix. Your melons need 8 to 10 hours of direct, unadulterated light. No exceptions. If you're overcrowding, prune back the competing vines, let the light hit the leaves so they pump sugar into the fruit. If your lighting is perfect, but the taste is still bland, we have to look into their diet. This is nutrient neglect. A lot of general fertilizers are high in nitrogen. Now, nitrogen is great for making big, green, leafy vines, but nitrogen does 0 for sweetness. To get that sugary punch, you need potassium. If your soil is potassium deficient, the fruit structure forms, but the flavor never arrives. The inside stays mealy and white because the plant literally cannot move carbohydrates into the fruit without potassium. The fix, look for a fertilizer with a higher last number. That's the K, the NPK, seaweed extract, kelp meal, or wood ash are incredible organic amendments to boost potassium right when the fruit starts to set. Stop feeding them nitrogen once the vines are established and start feeding them flavor. Finally, the most heartbreaking reason your melon is white, you were impatient. This is the timing trap. Unlike tomatoes or bananas, watermelons do not continue to ripen or sweeten once you cut them off the vine. If you pick them at 90% ripe, it stays 90% ripe forever. If you cut the watermelon open and it's white, you likely harvested 5 days too early. Here is the standard for checking ripeness. Ignore the thumping sound. That's reliable for beginners. Look at the tendril. Find the curly-cued tendril closer to where the melon stem meets the main vine. Is it green? Don't touch it. Is it yellow? Wait. It needs to be completely brown and dried up right to the base. Also, look at the belly of the beast. Turn the melon over gently. The spot touching the ground should be creamy, butter yellow. If it's white or green, put it back down. So, here's the pale truth. Your melons aren't broken. They just need the Trinity of Sweetness. Here's your checklist for the rest of the season. 1. Maximize sun. Ensure 8+ hours of light. 2. Push potassium. Feed the fruit, not just the leaves. 3. Wait for the brown. Do not harvest until the closest tendril is dead dry. If you follow these 3 rules, I guarantee your next harvest will be the sugar bomb you've been dreaming of. What is your experience with it this year, last year, previous years? Are you seeing pale melons or have you cracked the code? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more nonsense garden science. See you in the next one.